The fieldwork contract is the most important document you will create in this class. Let me repeat that. The fieldwork contract is the most important document you will create in this class. This is where you and your fieldwork supervisor plan the main or terminal objective of your fieldwork and the enabling objectives of how you will reach that terminal objective. We will also take a look at the enabling objective components, the activities, and the product or products. Once I approve your contract, you now have a plan that both you and your fieldwork supervisor can use to implement your fieldwork. So let's get started. You want to fill in your name, your place of employment, and your phone. And here you're going to enter your workplace supervisor's name, the location of the fieldwork, what's the organization you're working with, the email of the workplace supervisor, and their phone number. Now here you're going to enter the number of credit hours in which you registered for this course. Most of you it's going to be 3 credit hours, but not necessarily. You could have had 2 credit hours. It's going to depend upon what your advisor mentioned that you should register for. So let's say if it was 3 credit hours, the contact hours for your fieldwork will be multiplied by 25. In other words, for a 3 credit hour course, you're going to have a minimum of 75 contact hours. Now, those contact hours do not have to be at the organization. In fact, the majority of those are going to be outside the organization working on products and such. And then the term, you'll notice this term was in the fall of 2016, but you would look up. However, you would put your current term in which you've taken this course. And then you would look on the schedule for your fieldwork completion date. Now we're going to take a look at a very important part of this contract, the terminal objective. Your terminal objectives states the end result of your fieldwork, how the organization will be improved. So let's take a look at this terminal objective. Given CAPA investigation needs assessment, implement a multi-site training program for users to ensure documented CAPA investigation meets the procedural and or regulatory requirements. So that's kind of a mouthful, but let's break it into its 3 component parts which a terminal objective must have. It should have a performance, a condition, and a criteria. In this case, the performance is to implement a multi-site training program. The condition is given CAPA investigation needs assessment, and then the criteria is to ensure documented CAPA investigation meets the procedural and or regulatory requirements. So your terminal objective must have those 3 main components, a performance, a condition, and a criteria. So now let's take a look at how we're going to get there. So you're going to get there through writing enabling objectives. So these objectives are stated in terms of a performance with an action verb that allows the terminal objective to be attained. So after you write the terminal objective, what are the activities involved in each enabling objective? And then finally, for each objective, there should be at least 1 product. So you should have at least 1 product per enabling objective. Now these products are the 15 points of your final grade. That's how I'm going to grade your fieldwork, is through your products. So let's take a look at a couple of them. So objective 7, I will create a defined training curriculum. So what are the activities? Going to create a process flow and outline of course criteria. Product is going to be a training curriculum. And then the suggested due date. So let's look at objective number 8. I will schedule and conduct training sessions. So therefore, schedule is a verb in this case. Conduct is a verb, so they're using action verbs, something that can be observed. And then the activity is to actually schedule it in Outlook. And then the product is to provide the schedule and conduct the training sessions. There's one more thing I wanted to mention, and that is the signature lines. There's 3 signatures needed for the contract. One by the university coordinator, that's me, and one is the approval of your workplace supervisor, your fieldwork supervisor, if you will, and the date, and then you need to sign it. As far as my signature is concerned, when I give it a grade and my comment that it is approved, then that will suffice as my signature. So I just did want to make sure you understood that the workplace supervisor needs to sign it and you need to sign it. So to review, of course, you need to fill in the top of the form with that pertinent information. You need to be able to write a terminal objective, including the three main components, and then write enabling objectives with an action verb, the activities to reach those objectives, and then the products that you're going to produce, at least one product per enabling objective. So that's all for now.